Dear, today, what are you doing for God? What can you do to put a smile on his face? There is something that you can do to make God smile. And when you make him smile and he smiles back at you, then, my dear, you have his heart. What can you do for the all-powerful God, the all-knowing God, the one who owns everything? When you read Psalm 24, it says, the earth is the Lord's and everything that is in it. If you are a friend to a wealthy person and you want to impress him, you want to please him, you have to find out what is important to him. And when you do it, you have the person's heart. So God, everything belongs to him. Everything on this earth is his. So what can you do to put a smile on his face, to please him? You have to find out what is in his heart. You have to find out what is important to him. And one thing that is so important to God, that God would rather die than to live without, is people. God created the trees, the diamonds, the gold, and everything. But human beings, we are so important to him more than any other thing. So you have to make up your mind, since people are important to God. Anytime I go out there, I will ask myself, what can I do to make someone's life better? What can I do to make someone happy? It can be a word of encouragement. It can be an inspiration. It can be helping somebody financially. It can be just offering a helping hand. And when you do that, you are touching the heart of God, because God loves people. So make sure that when you go out there, you will not do anything. Don't mistreat people. That is the point. Don't go and undermine people. Don't go out there and do that. Make up your mind that I want to please God. And one thing that pleases him is when I make someone's life better. When I'm there for someone, when I encourage someone, when I don't look down on people, when I don't vilify them, when I don't gossip about them, when I don't tell false story or false witness, I will not be a false witness against them. You know, when you read First Chronicles chapter 17, David was sitting in his palace, and David said to himself, you know, I'm living here. God has given me peace. God has helped me to overcome my enemies. I have conquered them all, and I'm enjoying. But the ark of the covenant of God is somewhere. I want to build a house for God. So David called Prophet Nathan and told him about it. And Prophet Nathan said, do whatever that you have made up your mind to do, because God is with you. David made up his mind to do something for God. That night, God came to Prophet Nathan and gave him a word for David, that go and tell David that he's not the one who will build me a house. His son will do it. But I'm going to bless him. And God gave him promises after promises. Why? Because David was seeking to please him. David wanted to do something that will make God happy. He wanted to bring the Ark of the Covenant home so that maybe he will build a temple for it. And God said, no, don't do it. And because of that, David was able to touch the heart of God. So, my dear, what can you do for somebody who is all powerful, all knowing like God? You find out what is important to him, and then what touches his heart. And then when you do it and you touch his heart, when God smiles back at you, my dear, you will forget everything. You will forget about your problems. Your problems will be minimized, because God will be there for you. You know, sometimes when you shift your attention from your problems and you focus on how you can help other people, it helps you to see your problems differently. Because sometimes you will think that you have a problem until you listen to someone's problem and you realize that yours is so today, ask yourself, what can I do to make someone's life better? I'm not going to be self-centered, think about my, oh, God help me, God help me, God solve my problem for me, I'm single, I want to get married, I need a car, I need a house. Forget about you. Forget about you. Put your problems aside and focus on other people. Go out there and help others. Make their lives better. And you will see the miracle that will happen in your life, because you are sowing something and you are going to reap it. If you want to meet a destiny helper, be a destiny helper to somebody. If you want to be encouraged, go and encourage somebody. Whatever problem that you find yourself in, go out there and solve someone's problem. And when you do that, I promise you, you will touch the heart of God. And you are not doing it because you want to please the other person, not hypocritically, but you are doing it because you want to please your maker. You want to make God smile. Because when you read the book of Revelation, chapter 4, verse 11, God created us for himself. We belong to him, and we live to please him. We live to glorify him. So anytime you wake up in the morning, say, Father, I am your errand girl. That's normally what I say. I'm your errand girl. If you need somebody to do something for you, I'm here. I will do it for you. I'm available. So, my dear, make yourself available. Do something for God. Okay? And God will surely do something wonderful for you.